All right, joining me now is former U.S. college coach and player and current soccer TV broadcaster Eric Sunstead. Eric, so great to see you. Thanks for your time. So last night's
Sure.
match, two big goals, but now down a key teammate. First, explain to people who maybe don't follow soccer closely, like myself, the rules around red cards, why he can't play next game, and then why the card was kind of controversial with that video review.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's sometimes not hard to understand. There are different rules in the FIFA World Cup. If you get a red card, you are automatically suspended for the next game. Okay. After the group stage round, which is the first three games that they played, all of those cards, if you got a yellow card or anything like that, it's all wiped clean. So once you get to the knockout stage, which is what last night's game was, you kind of start over, start fresh. Now he got a red card, which means he has to sit out the Belgium game. Okay, if you get two yellow cards between now and before the semifinal, if you make it that far, you are also suspended for one game. So guys really need to be careful on getting yellow cards, which are warnings, or a red card, which is an ejection, which he got last night. So yeah, it's tough to take, and you see right there on the video, he stepped on his ankle in real time. It didn't really look so bad, but when they went to the VAR and they looked at the video, he did take his ankle out a little bit, and they made that judgment call. I don't think it was intentional at all, and everyone's saying the same thing. It was definitely not intentional. They're just both going for the ball. That's part of the game. But, with VAR now, they can really look at the details. So it's a tough loss for the Belgium game.
It really, Eric, you set us up perfectly. So I'd like to listen to what the U.S. coach said. He said, it seemed like it was accidental.
Yeah, but disappointed. I think it's disappointed. It's sad because I think wasn't his intention, and it's difficult to do. Nothing. We cannot do nothing to change that feeling. No, but that is soccer. That is football. That he need to understand that this type of situation happen.
And Eric, of course, everything looks worse in slow motion, but it's kind of just one of those things. The team has to take it in stride and move on.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And luckily with this team, there's so much depth. I mean, they had 10 out of 11 guys in a different starting lineup against Turkey. So, last night was a whole nother lineup. The starters were there, but they do have guys, Pepe can come in and sit up front in place of Balogun. So, I mean, there are guys that can come in and do the job. That's the great thing about this team is they're very, there's a lot of depth, and they're on a roll. And it's amazing, and all the excitement in this country right now. I haven't seen a U.S. team this good in a long time. So this could be the best team ever.
It's great to hear that. I mean, you certainly know soccer. So next match, Belgium, still win or go home. What does the U.S. need to do to win?
Great question. Obviously Balogun's going to be, Pepe will probably replace him up front. They'll play like a 3-4-2-1, which means there's one guy up front. So there'll be a little bit of pressure on him, but he handles it well. They're different kinds of players, but Belgium's a strong team. They're a solid European team. They did go into extra time in their last game, so they may be a little fatigued. So that could be a factor, but I'm fully confident in this team, and the depth that they have, and the coaching staff is unbelievable. So I think they'll do fine.
Oh, I would love to hear that. Okay, so on the tournament as a whole, how do you think North America has performed as a host?
Well, I think it's great. I mean, obviously Mexico did. They had a great game the other night. They're always good. Canada, first time ever. They're in the round. The round of 32 now. They keep going on. They're a little bit of a surprise, but they're very solid, and they're playing on their home turf. And anything can happen in this tournament. That's the beauty of it. You see a couple of big teams like Germany lose the other day, and some of these other teams that aren't necessarily expected to win are winning, like Canada. So they're doing great, and I think it's great for all three hosts.
Yeah, I have a friend who is still heartbroken about Germany's loss there. All right, so I'm talking to a former coach, a former player, current broadcaster. Who do you think ultimately wins it all?
Oh, that's a great question. I mean, right now everyone's talking about Argentina and France. They are the two best teams in the world right now. But England, I mean, Harry Kane scored some last-minute goals yesterday to put them through. The U.S. is in contention. Obviously, Mexico is looking really good. I think all those teams, everyone's looking at France and Argentina right now, but those teams I mentioned they can definitely do something and move forward in the tournament, at least to the semifinals and maybe the final.
All right, we'll see what happens. Eric Sunstead, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Nicole. Take care. Thanks.